In 2011, there was a mass shooting in Tucson, Arizona. The shooter named Jared Lee Lochner fired at Gabrielle Giffords and killed 6 other innocent people because he didn't believe women should hold any possession of power. Lochner was later arrested and charged after the shooting. When the news started picking up the story and finding more details on the matter, this chilling mugshot started being broadcasted on every news station that I watched, living rent-free in my head for quite a while and also freaking me the fuck out. I was only 11 during the time this news story went around, so you can't really blame me for being freaked out by this image. All I could think of at the time was that he was a troubled individual who made people like myself feel really uncomfortable. He pled guilty to his crimes though, and is currently serving a life sentence in prison.
This morning, there are serious questions about why no one intervened to stop the suspect, who clearly had mental health issues, and now his very home life is on trial too. This mugshot of Jared Lochner may say a lot about his mental state. Lochner's family has yet to release a statement on the tragedy and has yet to address what happened to their son. The family is described by some neighbors as fiercely reclusive. Besieged by the media, the house is boarded up. But one neighbor was allowed inside to deliver the mail and talk to Lochner's father.
No, he was crying. It was obvious. He said, "I need your help." Not only is he sad for his son, he is devastated over the people that was involved.
He went on to describe Lochner's mother.
She's in bed, and she just broke down, this nervous wreck. They're like a mountain men. They want to be alone. And they didn't bother me.
In 2014, Sony employees were ambushed and greeted with an eerie message from a hacker group identified as GOP, or the Guardians of Peace. The reason for the hack was because they wanted Sony to withdraw the upcoming movie at the time titled The Interview, which was a comedy film about a plot to assassinate the North Korean leader Kim Jong-un. If Sony didn't obey their demands, not only were they going to release more private information that would damage Sony severely, but they threatened to attack any cinemas that screened the film. It had gotten so bad that cinemas opted out from screening the film. Sony then proceeded to cancel the premiere of the film and instead released it via digital. And the US investigators got involved to figure out who was all behind this.
The attacks began on November 24th when this image popped onto nearly 4,000 company computer screens. Hackers stole sensitive corporate documents and erased hard drives. Computer security firm Identity Finder analyzed the data hackers released online and found more than 47,000 social security numbers, including current and former Sony employees, as well as personal information of celebrities like Sylvester Stallone and director Judd Apatow. Sony has declined to comment, but the FBI confirms it's now investigating, saying recent events underscore the persistence and maliciousness of harmful cyber criminals. The agency won't say who may be responsible.
In 2017, there was a viral story going around surrounding a 19-year-old named Kanika Jenkins, who was somehow found dead in a hotel walk-in freezer. When the story broke, everyone on the internet started scrambling around looking for answers. One popular conspiracy I heard was that her friend set her up with a gang of guys who eventually assaults her, kills her, and throws her into the freezer. Videos later started to surface that Jenkins was potentially murdered in the background. It's said that if you listen closely, you could hear someone saying "help me" before the song begins to play.
What y'all can do?
However, the hotel led us to a different story. Released from the actual hotel shows us a very eerie footage of an intoxicated Jenkins wandering around the hotel and into the kitchen, which they believe that she might have walked into the freezer herself, leading to an accidental mishap. Regardless of what was shown, people were still not buying it and even accused the hotel of editing the footage, which led to another conspiracy that Jenkins, while intoxicated, was lured into the walk-in freezer and somehow was murdered. Conspiracies aside, it's really eerie how everything went down. Whatever the truth may be, it's really unfortunate what happened to her.
Surveillance video shows Kanika Jenkins walking with friends at the Crowne Plaza Hotel early Saturday morning. We see her a few hours later by herself. At one point, she stumbles out of an elevator. Later, she repeatedly hits the wall walking down this hallway. Another camera catches her running into a stairwell and then catching her fall. Video time codes appear to show Kanika roaming the hotel for over an hour.
She's trying to find her way, and no one from Crowne Plaza Hotel responds to her.
Around 3:30 a.m., Kanika enters a lower-level kitchen in the hotel. She walks out of frame, but then she's captured walking here on another camera. But we still don't see her entering the freezer.
I want to see her literally actually walking into this freezer and closing us up within this freezer.
I want all of the recordings, all of the communications, all of the reports, the statements that were taken. I want to know the individuals that were there.
On Christmas Day of 2020, Anthony Warner activated a vehicle bomb in downtown Nashville, Tennessee, while taking his own life and injuring 8 people in the process, damaging dozens of buildings in the surrounding area. From what I gather anyway, his intentions was not to hurt anybody. If anything, he wanted to take down AT&T for his own conspiracy reasons. Aside from that, what gave me the chills of this specific news story is the warning you can hear before the vehicle explodes. It warns to stay clear of the vehicle, do not approach the vehicle, all buildings in this area must evacuate now, and if you can hear this message, evacuate now. To make matters worse, this all happened again on Christmas Day of 2020. This year was already pretty much shitty for everyone, and the only thing we needed during the time of quarantine was to at least have a joyful Christmas. But of course, being 2020, we can't have nice things.
Evacuate